Well, time now for the fan reactions. Well, I'm joined by Lawrence. Newcastle 0, Crystal Palace 1, kicking the bollocks of the day and giving away a stupid penalty.
What can you say? Honestly, that's just so frustrating. I think we had most of the possession. We just weren't doing stuff with it, and then that just happens. I don't know if it was a penalty or what. A lot of people saying it wasn't because it was Zaha, and he's obviously got a reputation for diving. Some people saying it was definitely a poor chance from Yedlin. I'll tell you what, but I think if Mankiewicz did that, he'd be getting fucking slaughtered.
For me, it was a definite penalty for them. We'll be kicking ourselves for missing those chances in the first half.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. To be fair, their keeper was all right.
Do you think Shelby should have started the day? I've been crying him out for it to be started now. Do you think he should have?
Potentially, yeah.
Leicester away next. Could be tough down there, innit?
We're facing them during probably the new manager period, the middle time this has happened to us. It is still winnable, don't get us wrong, but it will be tough.
Well then, cheers, bud. Right, so I've got Dan with us. Newcastle 0, Crystal Palace 1, kicking the bollocks to do, innit?
It was a better performance than Monday night, though, I've got to admit that. I think they just needed a little bit of luck for Palace to take that the penalty. And I think we should have put our chances away in the first half. And it would have been a different game if we had took our chances.
Be kicking myself for that. Question, penalty or not for Palace? I think it's a definite penalty, I think.
From where I looked, it was a definite penalty. But obviously I'll have to have a close...
Even though Zaha gets criticism for diving, but to me that looked like a stonewaller.
I'm probably one of the ones that give him criticism for diving, but I think that was a stonewall penalty even from where we were. But I'll have to have a proper look of it just to make sure.
Do you think Shelby should have started the day?
Yeah. I would have given at least about 60 minutes. At least, and then brought on Key. Well, Key done a good job for me.
It wasn't too bad.
It just his shots were need have been proven. So,
as I said, it's what happens if you don't take chances and you give away stupid penalties. You're bound to be punished for it.
As long as you take your chances in this league, you've got to take your chances. And we had a few there, and I don't know how we didn't score a goal.
Leicester away next Friday. It's going to be tough down there.
Yeah, it will be. I'd rather take a draw than
anyone would take a draw down there.
I'd rather take the draw because I don't think with Brendan Rodgers, with the way he sets his team up, I don't think we'll get a win. But I've been pleasantly surprised before, so
far feels like the players think we're already safe now, aren't we? But still not yet.
I was just saying to one of my friends off camera and stuff, we need to get the points just to make sure, because we don't want to be like a West Brom of old where we try and get out of it kind of thing. So we need the points and we need to start taking them.
Oh, well, cheers, man. Right, I've got Lee with me now from Newcastle Fans TV. Newcastle 0, Crystal Palace 1, kicking the balls the day that.
Crystal penalty FC, back at it once more. Look, as a clear penalty. Yedlin took him out. Can't really argue against it. The win penalty's galore.
You would not criticise Zaha being a diver, but to me that looked like a stonewall.
We don't even need the replay, do we? It was clear. First half, we probably should have took one of them away. Had a couple of chances, minor chances second half, but just didn't take our chances and we got punished.
Yeah, exactly. That's what definitely let us down. Not take our chances, punished for it. Lejeune going off with an injury. I think that looks a serious one.
It's a shame. It does look serious. Thankfully, we're almost safe, so it might not need him as much as what we would have earlier on the season. Just pray, just fingers crossed. We are blessed in that department at centre-back, but it's had torture time of injuries, doesn't mean you don't want that again, do you?
I think that'll be him finished for the season now.
You would have thought so, wouldn't you? It's a shame.
If it's a stretcher, you're thinking whatever he's done. Do you think the players think they're already safe now by the looks of it?
For the first hour, we looked like the tempo was there. We were trying to go for it, and then it just died off. Funny enough, I thought we looked worse when Shelby came on, but I still want to see Shelby start because we're crying out for it. I know he didn't have the best of games the day, but I'd like to see him start next week against Leicester just to see what he can do. I think Key was poor today, and I thought Almiron was, for me, going forward, the best player.
Leicester away next Friday. It's going to be tough down there, isn't it?
Look, if you offered a point away from home, probably take it right now. It's a point closer. I don't think Don't think we need many more. 3 more points, and I'll take a point, Leicester. I'll take it all day.
Oh well then, cheers, man.
Cheers, man.
Right, have I got Rob with us now from Newcastle Fans TV? Newcastle 0, Crystal Palace 1. Kicking the balls today, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we dominated so much. We played so well enough to win it. The performance was there, which is why more people were applauding than booing right at the end. It's so hard to take because I mean, Crystal Palace, they're abysmal here. This is their first win here in this millennium. So yeah, I think 1998 was the last time they won here. So it's so difficult to take, especially because they didn't have that much in the way of chances, just that one penalty, and it's so difficult.
Be kicking myself for missing those chances in the first half, weren't we?
Yeah, the chances in the first half, and also our set pieces were really poor today. We had so many, but Palace just kept on defending them with ease. I mean, well, every day in training they take on Milivojevic, who's an excellent set piece taker, isn't he? So they're good at that. But when we have so many and never make the most of it, I mean, Palace, their plan today might as well have just been, they won't score if we keep fouling them right on the edge of the box. It just never happened for us.
Stonewall penalty for you? I think it's a Stonewaller penalty. Even now we criticise the half for diving, but to me, where I was sitting today, it looked like a Stonewaller penalty all day long.
Yeah, Stonewall penalty. I was even in the strawberry corner up the other end of the pitch, and it looked like a penalty. So no complaints there. Although I did think the referee was really questionable today, really poor.
Lejeune going off on a stretcher. I think that looks a serious injury.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Obviously, I don't know the details yet, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was a recurrence of that really bad injury that he picked up in pre-season, which has kept him out for most of this season. And as soon as he went down, he was in a lot of pain. You could see straight away he was signalling to come off. It was not a good situation, and we'll wait and see on the autopsy.
I think that's him finished for the rest of the season. Oh well, we'll go to Leicester next Friday. It's going to be a tough game, but I think anyone would take a point down there, won't they?
Oh yeah, definitely. I know we won there in that fixture last season, but a draw away at Leicester that would be a really good result for us.
Oh well then, nice one, cheers, bud. Right now, I've now got Kyle with us from Newcastle Fans TV. Newcastle 0, Crystal Palace 1. Kicking the bollocks today, wasn't it?
It's a crap game, mate. There's not really much to say. I know we need to speak for the videos and that, but honestly, mate, there's nothing much to say. We just cancelled each other out. Palace get a penalty like they get 12-13 a season. Milivojevic converts like he always does, and just cancelled each other out. Other than that, mate, we had a chance for Rondon, which he should have took, but other than that, mate, we never looked like threatening the goal.
To me, I think it was missing those chances and give away a stupid penalty that cost for the day.
Yedlin gave away the penalty, absolute stupid. He dives in. Zaha's always looking for penalties. He always looks for them. So to dive in like that, you're just giving him what he wants, and Palace get the penalty. It was a penalty.
To me, it's a Stonewall penalty. A lot of people think that Zaha's he does his usual cheating, but no, it's a Stonewaller for me.
It's definitely a penalty.
Lejeune going off on a stretcher. I think that's a worrying sign.
I think he's redone his ligaments, to be honest, mate. I'm really worried. I hope he's okay. I do hope Lejeune's okay, but I do worry, and I just hope he makes a full recovery. Otherwise,
I think that's him finished for the season now. I think it could be a serious injury. Oh well, Leicester away next Friday. It's gonna be tough, but I think you'd take a point down there.
I would take a point. I'd be very happy with a point, but if we play like that, Leicester will hammer we. They really will.
Do you think the players think the job's already done, we're already safe, and it just feels like they've got now to play it for now?
It's not that. It could have went either way the day, mate, with the chances and things like that. But at the end of the day, mate, it's just we'll move on to the next one. Got to take one of these chances and win one of these games to go safe. Last season we confirmed survival status at Leicester, so it'd be quite poetic if we did it again. But you never know.
Oh well, brilliant, cheers, man. Love.